All right, hello everyone. This is I'm a Wizard on MTGO in round 4 of a Pauper Daily. I am currently 2-1, and I'm playing Blue-Red Depletion Land Storm. So first of all, let's go ahead and see what my opponent's playing. His name is Cleomar. Go to the event, check the previous round. Cleomar. See what Cleomar's up to. Ooh, Cleomar is playing Poison. That is exciting. So let's go ahead and see if we can find his deck list. No, apparently we can't. So let's go ahead and find like maybe a deck list that's done well lately with Poison. No poison there. Oh, here. Mono green infect. Perfect. Let's go ahead and take a look at this just so we have an idea about maybe what's going to be in there. Okay, not a whole lot that we really care about. The sideboard is the stuff that matters just a little bit more. Yeah, like Sandstorm, Fog, that type of thing. But let's go ahead and take a look at this hand. And this hand is, well, it's tolerable. Assuming we don't die on turn 2. He kept his opening 7, so that doesn't bode well. But, I mean, we did lose the die roll, so I don't really know what else we can hope for here. On the following turn, we're going to have 4 mana available to us. Yeah. No, I don't think we can really risk the mulligan here. We might have to. If he has a turn 1 Glistener Elf, we might very well have to go ahead and try and aim to do something sweet on turn 1. And luckily he doesn't. So awesome. We just get the scary out there. We're definitely not dead on turn 2. His turn 2. So that's awesome. Everything else, who knows? But like, as long as we don't die on turn 2, then there's like a fighting chance at least. Him starting on 18 life. Ooh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. Poison is really interesting when you're playing against it. Just since when they do go off and they have a guy out there and they're trying to beat you, you can run into situations where you go off and just make a ton of goblins, but you can't actually kill them that turn, and then they attack with their guy, and you end up having to do a series of like blocking with everything possible, and it sort of works as like the anti-storm. Like mutagenic growth, for example, is like -2 goblins, so in essence almost like -1 storm. Predator Strike is minus like 1.5 storm. Rancor -1 storm. So it kind of works in reverse once it gets going. Ooh, Blight Mamba's pretty darn scary. Especially if he's going to be able to, do like Rancor on it and then some number of like ground swells. It starts to get real gross. We got pretty lucky though with that Lotus Petal. So now we're going to really need to hope and pray that we find and empty the Warrens. Because right now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana available and 1 cantrip, and then presumably if this Ponder doesn't find an empty the Warrens, it's gonna find a cantrip. So I don't know. Well, we'll see. We'll see. This is looking pretty scary right now. I don't know why he hasn't just F6'd. Alright. These are definitely magic cards. But I definitely don't want the island, because I have more than enough lands. And I don't want to draw the Rite of Flame first, because having the Gitaxian Probe into it is a bit better. And I do have that Manamorphose there. So this will essentially work out where I can ponder away that one land. No, and my life total doesn't matter. So let's see if I'm actually going to die this turn. Let's go ahead and keep track of this, because this becomes very, very important, knowing whether or not we're going to be able to chump block and just put one goblin in front, or if he's going to have something to give it trample. If he has something to give it trample, that starts to look real bad. And he does. And he has double invigorate, so we really need to get going. Rancor. Invigorate times 2. Blight, Mamba. Ichor, Claw, Mirror. So this double invigorate and Rancor means that we're likely going to have to block with everything. And if he draws a land, we're probably just dead entirely, since then he's going to be able to Rancor and then just get there with Blight Mamba and kind of grind us out, essentially. So yeah, that doesn't look real good. So there's that. Let's go ahead and get this Rite of Flame out of the way now. And I don't know why he's still holding priority. Like, I have no idea what he's going to do in response. I mean, like, I literally have absolutely no idea. I mean, I guess he could invigorate his Blight Mamba. Wow. I don't really see that being super relevant. Unless I'm attacking for, like, 18 exactly, and then he, like, blocks with Blight Mamba, and then invigorates it so it doesn't die. Like, maybe, but I don't know. Then he wouldn't even have lethal that next turn. I don't know. This guy's driving me up the wall. So here's this. I definitely don't want the land that I left on top, though. So I'm going to go ahead and preordain right now and bottom that land, because I don't need an island. And I also don't need Desperate Ritual. I mean, like, it's another +1, and then it allows me to, like, impulse. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I've already laid a land this turn, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so I wouldn't even be able to, like, do anything super sweet with that, I don't think. But I think I need to leave it on top just so I can get more mana and then Manamorphose and then kind of pray to get there.